Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to That's a Wrap, where I talk to you guys about the latest in movie news, and I've got a little bit more to talk about this week, so I'm going to jump right into it and try to cruise through this pretty quick. First thing that I want to talk about is Expendables 3 once again. It is confirmed that Mel Gibson is going to be in the movie, and now Antonio Banderas is going to be in the movie as well. So that is three huge names that have been added in the last week here. Harrison Ford, Mel Gibson, and Antonio Banderas all confirmed for this movie. It's getting huge. They got to slow down a little bit because they're going to have nobody left to throw in this for the fourth one, but hell yeah, super excited about these new casting announcements. This next bit of news is pretty interesting because I've been talking about this since they announced Star Wars Episode 7, and there's a rumor floating around that Emperor Palpatine will be in the movie, and probably in ghost form, I would imagine. But regardless, it's rumored right now, and I feel that he needs to be in the movie. I'm going to make a video ranting about all my theories about Episode 7. I'll probably get to that soon, but this was one of my theories when they first announced it, so I'll get that video up soon so you guys can see all my thoughts about that. In other Star Wars news, at the Disney D23 Expo that they just had, there was nothing announced about Episode 7, and a lot of people are kind of freaking out about that. I'm personally happy about it. I feel really bad for the people that paid the money and waited in the line all day expecting something, a title for the movie, or a plot synopsis, anything like that. I feel bad for them. So as a fan of the movie, I'm really happy that they're keeping things secretive, but I feel they owed it to those people to give them something. Just confirm that Harrison Ford, Mark Hamill, and Carrie Fisher are going to be in it. They haven't even officially confirmed that yet. Even though we know they will be a part of it, they should have just said something like that. That would have got people excited. And the last thing of Star Wars news is on September 4th, you'll be able to get your hands on the first issue in an 8-issue series released by Dark Horse Comics. And what this is going to be is it's going to be entitled The Star Wars, and it's based on George Lucas's original screenplay rough draft. So before it went through all the revisions and eventually made it to what we see as Star Wars now, this is the original draft of it. So this will be really cool. You can get your hands on that again, September 4th. Thor: The Dark World is doing some reshoots, and they're doing this to add more Loki into the movie. And I'm excited about that because I think Tom Hiddleston is badass as Loki. If you haven't heard in my previous videos, he's one of my favorite people in the Marvel Universe right now. So I'm excited about this. Get Loki in there more. He's charismatic, he's an awesome character, and he's very likable, even though he's not supposed to be that. He's kind of riding that edge there, but he does it perfectly. So I'm super excited about this. Get him in the movie a little bit more. Yes. After all this speculation about who Vin Diesel was going to be in the Marvel Universe, it's finally announced, and it's a little bit underwhelming. He's going to be voicing Groot in Guardians of the Galaxy, and I thought for sure that he was going to be doing Thanos' voice, but he's doing Groot. And from what I've read, Groot doesn't really have that many lines, and it worked out perfectly because Vin Diesel's really busy right now, so he's going to have a minimal role, and it looks like that's going to be about it to that. But it's another huge name added to that cast. I mean, that cast is ridiculous right now, and it's probably the most stacked cast that we've had in a Marvel movie aside from the Avengers. So since Vin Diesel is going to be voicing Groot, we still have to get an announcement for Rocket Raccoon, and now I'm curious who they're actually going to get for Thanos to do the voice work for. I want to see Ron Perlman do it. I think Ron Perlman has the features to do Thanos, and if they set it up the same way they did with Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk, Ron Perlman has the face for it too. I mean, he could pull this off, and I think his voice would work out great. So fingers crossed, maybe we'll get Ron Perlman in there. Hugh Jackman was offered $100 million to reprise his role as Wolverine for an additional 4 movies. And given his dedication to that character, chances are it's going to happen. So we're probably going to get another Wolverine standalone movie out of these 4 movies, I'm sure. So hopefully we'll hear a little bit more on that soon. If you're a fan of the movie Now You See Me, that was the Magic movie. I didn't see that movie personally, but it is announced they're getting a sequel for that movie. So if you saw it and you liked it, you're going to get a sequel to it. And the last bit of news that I have today revolves around Paranormal Activity. They took Paranormal Activity 5, and it's not going to be coming out around Halloween time like we're used to every year. They actually pushed that movie back a full year, so that is what we're going to get next year on Halloween. So no Paranormal Activity movie this year, but we will get that next Halloween. But then there's another spin-off type paranormal movie that's going to be coming out in January next year as well. So this kind of just snuck up out of nowhere. So no movie this year, but next year we're getting 2 of them. So I'm kind of sick of these movies at this point. I thought the first one was very groundbreaking and kind of creeped me out. I went to one of the midnight releases before it went wide, and I loved it. I was in a packed theater. Everybody was dead silent, and it was just a really, really awesome theatrical experience. But yeah, I'm kind of sick of these movies now, so if you are still on board with them after how shitty Paranormal Activity 4 was, you're going to get 2 of them next year, so that's for you, buddy. That's all the movie news I got to talk about you guys today. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you feel about any of this, and you can click right over there to check out some more of my videos. Subscribe to my channel by clicking right there. I'm going to do this once a week, as I have been doing, so you can keep up with the latest in news. I do movie reviews, and I'm going to be doing some music covers and all that kind of stuff as well, so make sure you subscribe and keep up with everything. That's a wrap from now, so until next time, keep it groovy.